What if I told you that everything you believe about weight loss is working against your body's natural programming? Over the past 30 years, I've uncovered something revolutionary. Your body has a natural weight regulation system, what I call your body's thermostat. And just like your home thermostat maintains the perfect temperature automatically, your body is designed to maintain your ideal weight effortlessly. But here's the problem. Most weight loss approaches fight against the system. That's why you might lose weight temporarily, only to have your body work overtime to put it back on. Today, I'm going to share the Body Thermostat Solution, a groundbreaking approach that works with your body's natural programming, not against it. I've spent 3 decades perfecting this system, helping hundreds of people not just lose weight, but keep it off permanently, without constant struggle, without endless dieting, without fighting their own nature. What you're about to learn will completely transform how you think about weight loss. More importantly, it will show you how to achieve lasting results by finally working with your body's natural wisdom instead of against it. Are you ready to discover how to make weight loss feel as natural and effortless as breathing? Let's begin. So, welcome to my presentation for the Body Thermostat Solution, which will help you reset your body's natural weight control system. Now, before I reveal exactly how the Body Thermostat Solution works, let me ask you something. When was the last time you looked at your schedule and wondered how you're supposed to fit in hours of meal prep, counting calories, and marathon gym sessions? As a busy professional, you already know that traditional weight loss programs, it seems that they're designed for people with unlimited free time, which definitely it's not you. If you ever thought there has to be a better way than this endless struggle, I have good news for you. You're absolutely right. What I'm about to share is not another demanding diet or time consuming fitness program that fights against your busy life. Instead, it's a revolutionary approach that works with your natural rhythms and your packed schedule. Imagine achieving your ideal weight without sacrificing your Sundays to endless meal prep, obsessing over every calorie that passes your lips, giving up the foods that make life enjoyable, living at the gym instead of living your life, waging a constant battle against your own body's desires. But here what makes the body thermostat solution truly different. Once your body's natural weight regulation system is properly calibrated, maintaining your ideal weight becomes as effortless as maintaining your home's perfect temperature. No willpower is required, no motivation needed, just your body doing what it's naturally designed to do. If you're ready to discover how to achieve lasting health while honoring your busy life, you are in exactly the right place. What you're about to hear is not another recycled weight loss presentation. This is fundamentally different. It's based on how naturally healthy people around the world have maintained their ideal weight for generations without struggle or constant monitoring. The cornerstone of this approach is working with your body's natural programming, not against it. This explains why traditional methods like calorie counting and macro tracking, which fight against your body's natural operating system, lead to the devastating 95% failure rate in traditional weight loss programs. You'll discover why those constant hunger pains and uncontrollable cravings aren't a sign of weak willpower. They're your body's natural responses to traditional diet approaches. Even better, you will learn how a simple shift in approach can eliminate these battles completely without expensive supplements or trendy superfoods. I call this the body thermostat solution because it literally helps the body reset, helps people actually reset their body's natural weight regulation system, the internal thermostat that's supposed to be keeping you lean and healthy. This approach works seamlessly within your existing routine rather than demanding you reorganize your entire life around diet and exercise. You'll learn why those long hours at the gym aren't just unnecessary. They may be working against you. Instead, you'll discover how to achieve better results through brief, strategic movements that work with your body's natural rhythms. Imagine feeling naturally satisfied without the constant mental battle over food. Not because you're forcing yourself to resist cravings, but because those overwhelming cravings simply are not there anymore. This isn't about building more willpower or finding new sources of motivation. It's about tapping into something far more powerful, your body's own natural wisdom. If you've given up hope of ever having the body you want, if you're exhausted from endless cycles of yo yo dieting, if you started avoiding mirrors and dreading clothes shopping, if you lie awake at night worrying about your health, if you resign yourself to believing that being lean and healthy is not in the cards for you, I need you to hear this. What you're about to learn will completely transform what you believe is possible for your body and your life. Here's the life changing truth that revolutionized everything for me and hundreds of my clients. Getting lean and healthy is not difficult because it has to be. It's difficult because you've been taught to do it in the most unnatural and challenging way possible. Traditional fitness programs have not just set us up to fail, they've convinced us that the failure is our fault. Let that sink in for a moment. All those times you couldn't stick to a diet, all those gym memberships that went unused, all those moments of guilt and self-blame, they weren't because of lack of willpower or dedication on your part. They were the natural results of trying to force yourself to follow approaches that fight against your body's basic nature. So, if you are thrown in the towel because you believe you don't have the time, energy, or willpower to get in shape, I urge you to give yourself this one final chance. What you're about to discover is not another variation of the same exhausting methods that have failed you before. It's a completely different path, one that works with your natural tendencies instead of against them, one that fits into your life instead of demanding your life revolve around it. You owe it to yourself to discover what's truly possible when you stop fighting your body and start working with it. Because the lean healthy body you want is not just possible, it's your body's natural state waiting to be reclaimed. Here's a quote from somebody you might have heard of. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. This powerful truth from Thomas Edison is why I urge you to watch this presentation to the end before deciding if this approach is right for you. You might be just one insight away from the breakthrough you've been searching for, the understanding that finally makes everything click into place. Don't let this be another moment where you were closer than you thought to finding your solution. Now, let's start by taking a closer look at the fitness industry. Imagine an industry that has spectacularly failed at its core mission, yet continues to grow richer while its customers grow sicker. In 1992, only 12.6% of Americans were obese. Today, that number has exploded to over 40%, a staggering increase that happened while Americans were spending more than ever on fitness and weight loss. The industry's revenues have more than doubled from 30 billion to over 70 billion annually today. Think about that. As the industry prospered, Americans' health plummeted. The statistics paint a devastating picture. Diabetes cases have doubled in just 2 decades. Heart disease remains the number one cause of death in America. Cancer rates have surged by an alarming 58% in just 30 years. Perhaps most shocking of all is for the first time in generations, our life expectancy has actually declined. We're not just failing to progress, we're going backwards. You're absolutely right. This deserves an F grade, and that might be generous. If any other industry had such a catastrophic results, there would be congressional hearings, federal investigations, and demands for complete reform. Imagine if the automotive industry saw a 58% increase in accidents while doubling their safety spending, or if aviation safety declined 50% despite airlines doubling their maintenance protocols. The fitness industry is uh, uh, keeps selling the same failed solutions while profiting from their own ineffectiveness. They've created a perfect business model. Sell solutions that don't work, blame the customer when they fail. Then sell them new solutions promising different results. Yet somehow they avoided the scrutiny and accountability than any other industry would face with such abysmal results. The question is not just why they're failing, it's why we continue to accept the failures as normal. My hope with this presentation is to educate the public and show them a different way to approach weight loss and health, one that you can actually live with. We all have seen this meme that is making the rounds on social media, and if you have not, now you have. What do you see? What the fitness industry would like you to see is a bunch of lazy people who don't have the priorities straight, and that is why they refuse to make lifestyle changes that they're recommending, and instead they go with drugs and surgery to try to lose weight. When I first got into the fitness industry, I used to believe the same thing, that the people were simply lazy and did not have the priorities straight, and that is why they could not lose weight and get in shape. After all, what is more important than your health? I thought that the simple fact that having your health is so important that people would do anything to achieve it, and clearly that is not the case. Imagine this: 95% of the people who try to follow traditional fitness advice ultimately give up or turn to medication. This stark reality forces us to ask a critical question. Are we really facing an epidemic of laziness and poor priorities among millions of people? Or could there be a fundamental flaw in the fitness advice itself? Early in my fitness career, this question transformed my entire approach to fitness. What I discovered was eye opening. The problem was not with people's willpower or dedication, it was with the advice that completely ignored human nature. Think about it. While we are all deeply value health and inspired to maintain a lean and healthy body, trying to achieve these goals by fighting against our basic human nature is a battle we're almost guaranteed to lose. The fitness industry has been asking people to wage war against their own biology, and that's a war that human nature wins 95% of the time. Close your eyes for a moment and recall your last attempt to get fit. Remember the meticulous calorie counting, the strict meal plans, the grueling gym sessions? Now ask yourself, did you really fail because you were lazy? Because you did not want it bad enough? During my 30 plus years in the fitness industry, I've seen this story play out thousands of times. The fitness industry has masterfully crafted a narrative that when you fail, it's your fault. Your lack of discipline, your weak willpower. This blame game serves one purpose: to shield their flawed advice from scrutiny. Here's the liberating truth: your struggles were not due to personal failure. The popular fitness advice is fundamentally broken, designed to work against your body's natural mechanisms rather with them. What I'm about to share is not just feel good motivation, it's backed by 3 decades of real world evidence. Get ready to discover why getting fit doesn't have to be a constant battle against yourself. What I'm about to share with you, the body thermostat solution, is a scientifically grounded approach based on how our bodies naturally function, validated by the living proof of communities around the world who maintain exceptional health without constant struggle. This solution emerged from a powerful observation. In certain regions of the world, people maintain remarkable health and fitness without obsessing over calories or spending hours in the gym. They've cracked the code to effortless health, not through revolutionary discoveries, but by working in harmony with human nature. I've seen this work firsthand. At the age of 52, I've used these principles to get into the best shape of my life with surprisingly little effort. But more importantly, I've guided hundreds of clients to similar transformations. People just like you who are amazed to discover that getting fit does not have to be a constant battle. These principles I'll share are not about pushing harder or showing more discipline. They're about understanding and working with your body's natural mechanisms, just as nature intended. Let's talk about something you probably notice is missing from this presentation: the typical parade of dramatic before and after photos. There is a reason for that. Here's the truth. Every weight loss program works in the short term, which means they can all showcase impressive photos and glowing testimonials. And yes, I have plenty of these success stories on my website too. But let's be completely honest here. Do you really know if those transformational photos are from people who actually followed that specific program? Can you verify if those testimonials are from real people? And even if they are genuine, do you know if they kept the weight off long term? What it really took to achieve those results? Whether their method could realistically fit into your busy life? Think about your own experience for a moment. How many times have you been inspired by a program's amazing transformational photos and glowing testimonials only to find out your method wasn't sustainable for you? Those before and after pictures look convincing, but they did not reveal the whole story about what it truly takes to succeed. That's why I'm taking a different approach with this presentation. Instead of showing you carefully curated photos and testimonials that you have no way of verifying, I'm going to share something far more valuable: the solid science and proven reasoning behind why my method works, backed by research you can verify yourself. I'll explain the fundamental principles that make this approach so effective, principles that align with both human nature and the way naturally healthy cultures have maintained their health for generations. I want you to believe in this approach, not because of dramatic photos or emotional testimonials, but because the reasoning makes profound sense to you. Because when you truly understand the why behind these methods, you'll see exactly why they work so consistently and why they're so fundamentally different from traditional approaches that fail 95% of the time. Right now, you might be thinking, here we go again, another miracle weight loss solution that promises results with no effort. Sounds too good to be true. And you know what? Your skepticism is completely justified. The weight loss industry is filled with exaggerated claims and empty promises. I've seen them all myself. I'm not asking you to trust me blindly. You don't know me, and you've probably been disappointed before. All I'm asking is that you watch this presentation till the end with an open mind. What you're about to learn is not another quick fix or miracle cure. It's a scientifically sound approach that finally makes sense of why traditional methods fail and why getting lean and healthy does not have to be a constant struggle. Just hear me out and then decide for yourself. Let me start by giving a little bit about my backstory, and you will see that there is a way to lose weight and keep it off effortlessly without doing any of the typical things most weight loss programs ask people to do. First of all, I'm not your typical fitness professional. Here's a confession that might surprise you. I did not become a fitness coach because I love exercising or have an obsession with healthy eating. Far from it. Like so many young adults, I just want to look good on the beach. Simple enough, right? But the fitness advice I got felt like it was designed for a different species. Endless workouts, strict diets, constant meal planning, none of it stuck. And most frustrating part, I blame myself. I bought into the story that I must be lazy and I did not want it bad enough. I jumped into the fitness field 30 years ago because I discovered a massive disconnect. Traditional fitness professionals simply did not get people like me, people who want to be fit and, and healthy, but also have a life outside the gym. People who refuse to spend their precious free time meal prepping or counting calories. And let's be honest, people who are not about to give up their favorite junk food forever. I became a fitness coach precisely because I was the client that most fitness professionals could not understand. I lived the frustration, felt the self doubt, and, and I knew in my gut there had to be a better way. The first decade of my fitness career was a humbling wake up call. Armed with everything I learned in school about weight loss and fitness, I was essentially putting my clients through the same torture I could not sustain myself. The results? They would lose some weight, yes, but they were miserable and the weight always came back. Looking back now, I have to laugh at the irony. Here I was, a certified fitness professional, prescribing the exact same rigid programs that had failed me personally. I could not stick to these approaches in my own life, yet somehow expected my clients to succeed where I had struggled. It was a classic case of Einstein's definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. That realization was my professional turning point. If these proven methods were not working for me or my clients, maybe the methods themselves were the problem, not the people trying to follow them. Then it hit me. The popular fitness advice were not failing. They were designed for a completely different audience. They worked perfectly for people who love making fitness their lifestyle, who enjoy spending hours at the gym, who got excited about meal prep and protein calculations. But here's the crucial insight. That's not most of us. Most people want a lean, healthy body as a means to an end, to feel more confident, to have more energy, to enjoy life more fully. The irony, traditional fitness methods force you to sacrifice the very quality of life you're trying to improve. Want to be healthy? Great. Just give up your social life, your favorite foods, and most of your free time. I found myself in a professional crisis. Everything I learned in school, every certification I earned, every proven method I knew, they all shared the same fatal flaw. They demanded a lifestyle overhaul that most people, including myself, could not sustain. Not because we were weak or unmotivated, but because this method fundamentally misunderstood what people actually want from fitness. It became clear we need a solution that enhances life, not consumes it. My breakthrough came from the most unexpected source, a conversation with my mother about breakfast. When I explained to her that I was teaching my clients that breakfast was the most important meal of the day, she gave me that classic mother's look and asked, "Do we eat breakfast when we lived in Greece?" The simple question stopped me in my tracks. No, we did not. In fact, most adults in our community rarely ate breakfast except on the weekends. Yet here I was confidently repeating what I had learned in school without questioning it, without connecting it to my own lived experience. This revelation forced me to look deeper into my roots. I grew up in one of the healthiest regions of Greece, where being lean and healthy wasn't a constant struggle. It was just a natural state of being. People there lived long, vibrant lives, largely free from the chronic diseases we associate with aging in the West. And they did that without following any of the strict rules I was now teaching my clients. That conversation with my mother became the first thread that began unraveling everything I thought I knew about health and fitness. What I discovered was eye opening. For example, what we now call the Mediterranean diet is just a shallow imitation of what we actually lived. The experts got fixated on the ingredients, the olive oil, the fish, the vegetables, but completely missed the secret hiding in plain sight. It wasn't just what we ate, but how we ate that made all the difference. This is where it gets fascinating. In my community, we had a natural way of eating that allowed us to enjoy literally any food. Yes, any food, without compromising our health or weight. The key wasn't in restrictive foods, in a restrictive food list or calorie counting. It was something far more fundamental, understanding and respecting our body's natural signals. These how and why you eat habits weren't rules we followed. They were simply part of our culture passed down through generations. They were the invisible framework that allowed us to maintain health effortlessly while still thoroughly enjoying our foods. And here's the beautiful part. These habits aren't tied to Mediterranean cuisine. They can work with any food from any culture. As I began digging deeper, something startling emerged. Almost every piece of popular fitness advice I had learned in my professional training directly contradicted how we lived and ate in Greece. Even more fascinating, when I studied other famously healthy regions, the so called blue zones around the world, from Okinawa to Sardinia, I found they had far more in common with my Greek upbringing than with modern fitness guidelines. This wasn't just coincidence. Here were diverse cultures separated by oceans and centuries, all achieving remarkable health outcomes by following similar natural patterns, patterns that flew in the face of today's proven health advice. What these communities knew intuitively, modern fitness experts have somehow forgotten or ignored. Here was the beautiful simplicity I've been missing. In Greece, we never pulled out a calculator during meals or weighed our food. No one tracked macros or stressed about portion sizes. Instead, we had something far more powerful and natural, an innate ability to listen to our body's signals. This wasn't just casual eating. It was a sophisticated yet effortless system that had been refined over generations. By paying attention to our body's natural hunger signals, we eliminated the need for all the measuring, counting, and restricting that dominated modern diet cultures. Even more remarkable, these natural eating habits allowed us to enjoy any food, and yes, any food, without compromising our health or weight. The irony was striking. While I had been teaching complicated systems of calorie counting and portion control, I had grown up with a solution that was both simpler and more effective. We weren't fighting against our bodies, we were working in harmony with them. What made these healthy behaviors so sustainable wasn't just that they worked with human nature. It was that they were seamlessly woven into the fabric of our daily lives through our traditions. These weren't the healthy habits we had to remember to do. They were simply part of who we were and how we lived. Think about how you brush your teeth every day. You don't debate whether you're going to do it, track it on an app, or need motivation to get it done. It's automatic. Your autopilot takes care of it. That's exactly how health and fitness work in our culture. We had an internal autopilot maintaining our lean, healthy bodies without conscious effort or constant decision making. Imagine that for a moment. Having a lean, healthy body without obsessing over every meal, without constantly thinking about your next workout, without the mental exhaustion of tracking everything. It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? But this is not a fantasy. It's how millions of people in healthy regions naturally live. And here's the exciting part. These autopilot habits can be learned. Here's what all comes down to. In healthy regions like where I grew up in Greece, people maintain a deep connection to their body's natural signals hunger, thirst, satisfaction. It's like having a perfect calibrated internal compass guiding you to exactly what your body needs. But in a modern world, we've lost this vital connection. Worse yet, most people's bodies have essentially gone silent or giving out faulty signals, no longer able to reliably signal their true needs. And here's the real problem. None of the popular weight loss programs even acknowledge this disconnection, let alone try to fix it. Let me share a simple but powerful analogy that will completely transform how you think about weight loss. What you're about to hear is not just another theory. It's going to make everything we've discussed click into place and show you why the solution you've been searching for has been with you all along. Imagine you just bought your dream house. It's perfect in every way except for one small detail. The thermostat is broken, stuck at a chilling 62 degrees. You want a cozy 72 degrees, but instead of fixing the thermostat, you opt for a quick fix space heaters. Now, picture this. Those space heaters set at 72 degrees are constantly battling against a faulty thermostat stuck at 62. Sure, you might eventually hit your desired temperature, but at what cost? Your energy bill would be through the roof. Wouldn't it make more sense to hire an expert to fix the thermostat? One time cost, long term solution? Your house stays perfectly comfortable and your energy bills, well, they plummet? Of course, nobody in the right mind would not fix the thermostat and would just use some space heaters. Here's where it gets fascinating. Your body has its own internal thermostat that naturally regulates your hunger and satisfaction. It's like an intricate system of hormones working in perfect harmony when they're functioning correctly, that is. Think of leptin as your body's satisfaction switch. It's a hormone that tells your brain you had enough to eat. Then there's ghrelin, your hunger hormone. It signals when your body truly needs food. In naturally lean people, these hormones work in perfect balance, just like a well calibrated thermostat. But in our modern world of processed foods and erratic eating patterns, this delicate system is no longer working correctly for most people, leading to constant confusion about hunger and fullness. What happens when this system malfunctions? Well, you feel hungry when you don't actually need food, and worse, you never get the natural signal to stop eating when you had enough to eat. It's like having a thermostat that keeps calling for heat even when the house is warm enough. Let me share a crucial insight about weight gain that most fitness professionals miss entirely. When you ask them about the root cause of weight gain, they will tell you it's eating more food than your body needs, which is why they've created endless methods to control how much you eat. But here's what they don't understand: overeating is not the root cause, it's merely a symptom of your body's broken internal thermostat. Think of it this way: if your house is cold because the thermostat is not working correctly, is the solution to add more space heaters? Of course not. That's just treating the symptom. The real problem is your broken thermostat. Traditional weight loss approaches make the same mistake. Instead of fixing your body's confused signal system, they rely on external controls like counting calories, measuring portions, and following restrictive diets. Sure, these methods might help you lose weight temporarily, just like space heaters can warm up a cold room. But since they never fix your body's internal thermostat, you're constantly fighting against false hunger signals and cravings. The only way to achieve weight loss that is effortless to maintain is to fix this internal regulation system, restoring your body's natural ability to tell you when to eat and when to stop eating, just like like in healthy regions where people maintain their great health without having to count calories or measure their food because their body's thermostat is working as it's supposed to. Otherwise, you're stuck in an endless cycle of deprivation and frustration that inevitably leads to burnout. Like I said, traditional weight loss methods can help you lose weight, just like space heaters can warm up your house. But at what cost? Just as those space heaters drain energy and require constant attention to maintain temperature, these methods drain your mental energy and demand constant vigilance to maintain results. You're essentially trading your time, energy, and peace of mind for temporary results. Think about it. Do you really want to spend the rest of your life counting calories, measuring portions, and obsessing over every meal? That's like committing to a lifetime of adjusting space heaters and keep paying the high cost of energy they use when you could have just fixed the thermostat once and let your house regulate its own temperature automatically. But here's another reason why traditional weight loss methods fail, and it has everything to do with how your brain actually works. Your mind operates on two levels: your conscious mind, the thinking, analyzing part that's watching this right now, and your subconscious mind, which quietly runs everything from your heartbeat to your habits. Here's something fascinating. Cognitive neuroscientists have discovered that while your conscious mind can only process 40 bits of information per second, your subconscious mind processes an astounding 40 million bits in the same second. Think of your conscious mind as a flashlight that can only focus on one thing at a time, while your subconscious mind is like a stadium of lights handling thousands of tasks all at once. Think about this fascinating fact. Your brain has a brilliant efficiency system. It's designed to shift any repetitive tasks to your subconscious mind, your internal autopilot, freeing up your conscious mind for what it does best: creativity, problem solving, and fully immersing in life's moments. In fact, an astounding 95% of your daily actions and thoughts are already running on this autopilot system. But here's the critical catch that the fitness industry ignores. Any activity that requires measuring, counting, or constant monitoring can never be handed over to your subconscious mind. It's like trying to put your breathing on autopilot while counting each breath. It simply does not work. Your conscious mind remains trapped in an endless cycle of calculations and measurements, creating mental fatigue that makes the whole process unsustainable. This is precisely why counting calories and measuring portions feels so draining. When you're at dinner with friends or family, your conscious mind is busy calculating portions instead of fully engaging in the conversation and enjoying the meal. Remember, your conscious mind can only focus on one thing at a time. Every moment you spend counting calories or planning workouts, it's a moment you're not fully present in your life. Here's a fundamental flaw that dooms traditional weight loss methods. They chain you to your conscious mind forever. Think about it. Counting calories, measuring portions, following a rigid workout schedules. These can never become as natural as breathing or walking. They're like it's like trying to drive a car while constantly thinking about every single turn of the steering wheel. These methods don't just demand your attention, they steal your presence from life's precious moments. While you're calculating calories at a family dinner, you're not really there. While you're stressing about portion sizes at a celebration, you're missing the joy. Your mind becomes trapped in an endless loop of numbers and measurements instead of living your life. This isn't just exhausting, it's fundamentally unsustainable. Your brain is simply not designed to maintain this level of conscious control over basic human functions like eating and moving. It's like trying to manually control your heartbeat, possible for a moment, but impossible to maintain. Let's look at this remarkable truth. As I mentioned earlier, in naturally healthy cultures around the world, you never see anyone pulling out a calorie counting app or measuring their portions, yet they maintain great health decade after decade. What is the secret? The answer lies in the relationship with food. Their healthy eating patterns run on autopilot through their subconscious mind, just like breathing or walking. Their internal body thermostat works perfectly, automatically adjusting their hunger, satisfaction, and food choices without any conscious effort or mental gymnastics. It's like having a perfect calibrated internal compass that naturally guides them towards exactly what their body needs when it needs it. No calculations needed, no mental energy wasted, just effortless natural regulation of their health and weight. Here's the life changing question you need to ask yourself: which path do you choose? Path number one: spend your days trapped in an endless cycle of counting, measuring, and monitoring, forever being the conscious micromanager of every bite you take and every move you make? Or path number two: let your body natural wisdom guide you effortlessly towards health and fitness, freeing your mind to fully engage in what truly matters: your relationships, your passions, your dreams, your life's precious moments. The choice seems obvious when you frame it this way, doesn't it? Yet most of us have been convinced that path number one, the path of constant vigilance and control, is the only way to achieve health and fitness. But your body was designed for path number two. And that is exactly what the body thermostat solution helps people reclaim. I understand that skepticism. In today's world of complex diet plans and high tech fitness trackers, the idea of effortless health might sound like a fantasy. But I am not sharing a theory. I'm sharing a reality I lived and witnessed firsthand. Growing up in a Greek island, I saw something remarkable. An entire community that maintained exceptional health without ever thinking about maintaining health. Being lean and fit wasn't a goal they pursued. It was simply their natural state of being. Our elders didn't just survive into their 80s and 90s, they thrived, moving with vitality that would astonish most modern fitness enthusiasts. What's most striking is that these people were free from the chronic diseases we now consider normal parts of aging. And they achieved this remarkable health not through careful planning or conscious effort, but through natural patterns woven into the fabric of their daily life. This isn't ancient history or a lost art. It's a living testament to what's possible when we align with our body's natural wisdom instead of fighting against it. What set us apart wasn't some secret diet or special genes. The difference was beautifully simple. Our internal body thermostat functioned exactly as nature intended because they were never damaged by modern diet culture. Our minds weren't clouded with calorie calculations or fears about food groups. We did not need technology to tell us when to eat or move. Our bodies knew. This natural wisdom guided us effortlessly. We ate when our bodies signaled genuine hunger, not when an app told us to. We stopped eating when satisfied, not when we hit some predetermined calorie limit. All this happened automatically, as naturally as breathing, because our subconscious minds, shaped by generations of cultural wisdom, remained perfectly in tune with our body's needs. And here's what's truly remarkable: this isn't some unique Greek phenomenon. You see the same natural regulations at work in every one of the world's healthiest regions, from Okinawa to Sardinia. People maintain exceptional health through this same innate wisdom. This is the profound truth that led me to develop the body thermostat solution. The ability to maintain perfect health effortlessly isn't something we need to learn. It's something we need to remember and restore. It's already within you, waiting to be reawakened. What started as a personal frustration with traditional fitness methods transformed into my greatest professional breakthrough. Growing up in Greece gave me a unique lens that most fitness professionals simply did not have, a living example of effortless health that contradicted everything the modern fitness industry preached. While others in the industry chased the next diet trend or workout fad, I could see what they were all missing: the fundamental difference between naturally healthy cultures and a modern struggle with weight was not about willpower or discipline. It was about something far more basic, something that had been lost in our modern world. The root cause became crystal clear. Most people today have lost their body's natural ability to regulate hunger and satisfaction, an ability that worked flawlessly in my Greek community. Think of it like a perfectly calibrated thermostat that has been thrown off balance. The unfortunate part is that traditional weight loss programs not only fail to fix this internal system, they often make it worse by adding layers of artificial rules and restrictions. What I witnessed growing up wasn't some complex secret. It was simply human biology working as nature intended. And this realization led me to the profound truth: the solution to sustainable weight loss isn't about adding more rules and restrictions. It's about restoring your body's natural wisdom. Let me share a story from my childhood that perfectly captures what's wrong with today's fitness industry. In Greece, we had this beloved shadow puppet show featured a character named Karagiozis, a notorious scam artist who always had clever explanations for his failures. In one memorable scene, Karagiozis was dragged into the court for selling worthless flea medicine. When confronted by the judge, he doesn't miss a beat. "You under," he declared with complete conviction. "My medicine works perfectly. People just aren't using it correctly." The judge takes the bait. "Well, how should they use it?" Karagiozis responds with absolute seriousness. "It's simple. You catch each flea, carefully open its mouth, and put the medicine in, and then it will die." The audience always had a good laugh at this ridiculous defense. But here's what's not funny: the modern fitness industry is using exactly the same logic as Karagiozis. When their methods fail, as they inevitably do for most people, they blame the user, not their impossible solutions. "You're just not trying hard enough," they say. "You're not counting your calories accurately enough. You're not measuring your portions correctly." Think about the absurdity of what they're asking. Is it natural to meticulously count every calorie that passes your lips? To measure and weight every morsel of food? If these behaviors were part of a natural human design, wouldn't we see them in cultures where people are naturally lean and healthy? Yet, in all the world's healthiest populations, you don't find a single person pulling out a calorie counting app or measuring their portion sizes. The fitness industry has pulled off a remarkable feat. They've convinced millions of people that their inability to maintain these unnatural behaviors is a personal failure. But now you can see through this illusion. The problem isn't your lack of willpower or dedication. The problem is a system that fights against human nature instead of working with it, just like Karagioz's impossible flea medicine instructions. After 3 decades of research and refinement, I've developed what I call the body thermostat solution, an approach that restores your body's natural ability to regulate hunger and fullness. This isn't another trendy diet or complex system. It's actually a return to something your body already knows how to do perfectly. Think of it like this: every healthy culture throughout history had this wisdom built into their way of life. It's what I witnessed growing up in Greece, and it's what researchers find in every long lived healthy population around the world. They all share this natural ability to eat intuitively, letting their body guide them effortlessly towards perfect health. Yes, a modern world uh, of processed foods and irregular eating patterns has temporarily disconnected many of us from these natural signals. But here's the exciting truth: your body has not forgotten how to do this. Just like a thermostat that has been knocked off balance, it can be recalibrated. Your internal wisdom is still there, waiting to be reawakened. With the right guidance, anyone can relearn to trust their body's signals about when to eat and when to stop. And here's the best part: once you restore this natural ability, it runs on autopilot. No conscious effort, no constant monitoring, no mental energy wasted on calculations or measurements. Just like riding a bicycle, once you learn it, it becomes effortless. While reawakening your body's natural eating signals is crucial, it's only half of the equation. A truly healthy body needs movement, but not the grueling workout routines the fitness industry promotes. Let me share a truth that most fitness professionals won't admit. Building your exercise plan on motivation is like building a house on quicksand. Why? Because motivation, like the weather, is constantly changing. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. This is where the body thermostat solution takes a radically different approach. Instead of forcing yourself to follow rigid workout schedules or rely on willpower that eventually runs out, I'll show you how to weave movement naturally into the fabric of your daily life. Think about how you brush your teeth every day. You don't need motivation to do it. You don't debate whether you feel like doing it. You just do it automatically. That's exactly how movement should be. Will transform exercise from a dreaded task on your to do list into something that happens as natural as breathing. And here's what makes this approach truly revolutionary: it fits seamlessly into your existing schedule. No need to carve out extra hours in your already busy day. No need to rearrange your life around the gym sessions. Just simple, natural movement patterns that become as automatic as reaching for your coffee in the morning. Everything I've shared with you about intuitive eating and natural movements isn't just a theory I developed. It's living wisdom proven across generations in the world's healthiest cultures. It's the same approach that kept my Greek community naturally lean and vibrant without ever thinking about diet or exercise. But now we come to the pivotal question: is simply understanding these principles enough to transform your life? Before I answer that, I want you to consider something important. Let me ask you a question that might hit close to home. Think back to all those aha moments you had over the years, those brilliant insights and perfect solutions that made complete sense when you discovered them, the ones that could have changed everything. How many of them you actually became part of your daily life? If you like most people, the answer is very few. And here's what's crucial to understand: this is not a reflection of your willpower or dedication. It's not about lack of motivation or commitment. It's about something far more fundamental: how your brain is actually wired to create lasting change. Remember the fascinating fact about how 95% of our daily actions run on autopilot through our subconscious mind? Here's where that becomes crucial for changing habits. Every time you try to consciously change a behavior, you're essentially asking your conscious mind, which can only focus on one thing at a time, to wrestle control from years of deeply ingrained automatic patterns. Here's what makes this especially challenging for busy professionals. Trying to consciously control every health decision while managing a demanding career and hectic life is like attempting to solve a complex equation in your head while giving a critical presentation to your board of directors. Your brain can excel at one or the other, but trying to do both at the same time means you inevitably fail at both. It's not just about mental bandwidth, it's about the fundamental way your brain operates. When your conscious mind is occupied with important tasks like making decisions at work, solving problems, being present with your family, it simply cannot maintain constant vigilance over every food choice and movement opportunity. Something has to give. Now you can see why so many intelligent, successful people, people who excel in their careers and master complex challenges, still struggle to make lasting changes in their health and weight, despite knowing exactly what they should do. It's not a knowledge gap or willpower issue. It's about trying to use a method that fundamentally conflicts with how your brain is designed to work. This is the game changing insight. Knowledge alone is not the answer. Having more information about what to eat or how to exercise won't solve the problem. What you need is a strategic approach that aligns with your brain's natural operating system instead of fighting against it. An approach that transforms healthy choices from conscious battles into automatic behaviors. Let me share one of the most powerful strategies for working with your brain's natural programming. Focus on installing just one new habit at a time. Think about updating your computer software. Try to download and install too many programs at once and your system crashes or freezes. Your brain works the same way. When you attempt to change multiple habits at the same time, like revolutionize your diet with starting a new exercise routine while changing your sleeping patterns, you're essentially forcing your brain's operating system into overload. But here's the beautiful simplicity of installing one habit at a time. Each new behavior gets the brain's full processing power. Once the habit becomes automatic, running smoothly in your subconscious mind, you're ready to install the next one. This is how true lasting transformation happens, not through dramatic overnight changes, but through a systematic process of turning conscious choices into automatic behaviors. This isn't just easier, it's exponentially more effective. Each successful automated habit becomes a permanent part of your new, healthier operating system. As transformative as this one habit at a time approach is, I've discovered an even more powerful catalyst for change, one that taps into perhaps the most fundamental force in human psychology. It's a drive so deeply woven into our nature that it shapes human civilization itself. Our profound need to honor commitments we make to others. Think about it. You might skip a workout you promised yourself that you will do, but you will never miss your child's recital. You might break a promise to yourself about healthy eating, but you move mountains to keep your word to a close friend. This isn't a weakness, it's human nature at its most basic level. Let's explore this through your own life experience. Think of those mornings when your motivation was rock bottom, but you still made it to the gym, not because you suddenly found willpower, but because your workout partner was waiting for you. Or those late nights at the office finishing a project, not because you wanted to stay late, but because your team was depending on you. What we often mistaken as a personal weakness, our tendency to keep promises to others more reliably than promises to ourselves, is actually one of our brain's most powerful success mechanism. It's an internal drive that helped humans survive and thrive for millennia. Here's the game-changing insight. While we might negotiate endlessly with promises we made to ourselves, like, I'm going to start the diet tomorrow, we are remarkably committed to keeping our word to others. This isn't a character flaw. It's a fundamental aspect of human psychology, and it explains why professional coaching is such a powerful catalyst for creating lasting change. When you make a commitment to another person, you tap into one of the strongest forces in human nature. The numbers tell a striking story. People working with a coach are 3.5 times more likely to not just reach their weight loss goal, but maintain them long term compared to those going it alone. This isn't just an interesting statistic. It's a powerful testament to how our brain's natural wiring can be leveraged to lasting transformation. Think about that for a moment. 3.5 times more likely to succeed. That's not a small edge. It's the difference between struggling year after year and finally breaking through to lasting change. When we make a commitment to another person, we activate one of the most powerful forces in human psychology, our deep seated need to honor our word. This innate drive, when properly channeled through coaching, becomes a catalyst that turns good intentions into lasting results. Here's why having the right coach becomes a game changer between lasting transformation and another temporary fix. A skilled coach isn't just another source of information in a world already drowning in weight loss advice. They become your strategic partner in rewiring your brain's natural pathways for permanent change. This partnership works on two critical levels. First, your coach becomes your experienced guide, creating a precise roadmap for success. They know exactly which habit to build and, just as importantly, in what order to build them. This eliminates the confusion and overwhelm that so often leads to giving up. Instead of trying to figure everything out alone, you have a proven path forward. Second, and even more powerfully, your coach provides the accountability that activates your brain's built in commitment mechanism. This transforms one of our most basic human traits, our deep need to honor promises to others, into your most powerful tool for change. The numbers are stunning. Studies show your chance of success skyrockets to 95% when you have regular meetings with an accountability partner. Think about that. 95% success rate with accountability versus the typical 5% success rate of typical approaches. This isn't just an improvement, it's a complete reversal of the usual odds. This is where at Live Your Way Thin, we've completely transformed the weight loss landscape. We're not just another fitness coaching facility that hands you a plan and wishes you luck. We've done something revolutionary. Through the body thermostat solution, we've cracked the code on sustainable weight loss by working with your body's natural systems, not against them. But that's just the beginning. Our dedicated coaching takes this powerful approach and customizes it into your unique lifestyle, creating a path to lasting health that's as individual as you are. No more forcing yourself into someone else's rigid system. We'll help you create changes that fits into your life. Think of us as your personal navigation system to lasting health and weight loss. Like a skilled guide leading you through unfamiliar territory, we help you navigate each step of your journey, making small but powerful adjustments to your daily habits that gradually recalibrate your body's internal thermostat. This isn't about mustering more willpower or following strict regimens. It's about making strategic shifts that creates permanent change. What truly sets us apart is our unwavering commitment to working with your nature, not against it. While other programs force you to maintain constant vigilance just to keep your results, our approach literally rewires your body's natural weight regulation system. We're not just helping you lose weight. We're helping you restore your body's natural ability to maintain a healthy weight loss automatically. The result? A lean, healthy body that maintains itself effortlessly. No ongoing struggles required. This isn't temporary weight loss. It's genuine transformation that lasts because it's built on the foundation of your body's own wisdom. Our ultimate goal is beautifully simple: to make healthy living as automatic as riding a bike or typing on a keyboard. Think back to when you first learned to type. Remember the frustration of hunting and packing for each letter, your eyes glued to the keyboard, your entire focus consumed by finding the next key? Yet, look at you now. Your fingers dance across the keyboard while your mind focuses entirely on your thoughts. The mechanics of typing have become automatic. Or consider riding a bike. Remember those wobbly first attempts? How every aspect required intense concentration, balancing, paddling, steering, all at once. Now you can cycle through a neighborhood while taking in the scenery, chatting with friends, or planning your day. What once demanded all the mental energy has become as natural as breathing. This is exactly what we help you achieve with your health habits. Just as typing and cycling transformed from conscious struggles into automatic skills, we guide you through a process of making healthy choices your brain's default setting. The end result? Your conscious mind is finally free to focus on what truly matters: your relationships, your passions, your dreams, while your healthy habits run smoothly in the background of your life. Here's another crucial way we stand apart. We believe a true coach should be like a master craftsman, someone who teaches you the skills, helps you master them, and then proudly watches you succeed on your own. Think back to our thermostat analogy. When a skilled technician repairs your home's thermostat, they don't move in to monitor it forever. They fix it, ensure it works correctly, and then let it do its job automatically. That's exactly our approach to coaching. Our role is precisely defined. We help you develop the right habits, teach you how to maintain them independently, and then step back, checking in occasionally, only to ensure your system stays perfectly calibrated. This isn't about creating a lifelong dependency on coaching. It's about giving you true independence, the ability to maintain your healthy body as naturally and automatically as your home maintains its temperature. After all, the ultimate measure of a coach's success isn't how long a client stays dependent on them. It's how capable those clients become of maintaining their own success independently. Let's talk frankly about both your health and your investment. Can you lose weight without the programs? Absolutely, you can. Many programs can help you shed pounds off temporarily. But here's the crucial question: what happens after that? Think about it in terms of fixing your home's thermostat. When you hire an expert to repair your home's temperature regulation system, you pay once and the problem is solved permanently. You don't need to keep paying them year after year to maintain a comfortable temperature. Your thermostat simply works as designed. That's exactly how our program works. We don't just help you lose weight, we help you repair your body's internal regulation system and build lasting healthy habits. Once these natural patterns are restored, just like a properly functioning thermostat, your body will maintain its healthy state automatically. No endless coaching fees, no lifetime memberships, no perpetual dependence on external support. This is not just about achieving results, it's about achieving lasting results that free you from the cycle of endless dieting and constant supervision. Once your body's natural systems are restored, you won't need us anymore. That's exactly how it should be. Let's contrast this with traditional weight loss programs, and I'll show you why they keep you trapped in an endless cycle. They're exactly like trying to heat your house with space heaters instead of fixing your broken thermostat. Think about that and what that means in practice. You're constantly plugging in new heaters, moving them from room to room, adjusting their settings, just like you are internally counting calories, tracking points, and following rigid workout schedules. And just like those space heaters, these methods only work while you're actively maintaining them and often keeping up with monthly membership payments. We're seeing this play out dramatically with a new wave of weight loss drugs. The moment you stop taking them, the weight comes right back as predictably as a room turns cold when you unplug those space heaters. These programs and weight loss drugs, they're not selling you a solution. They're renting you a temporary fix. And like any rental, you are keep paying month after month, year after year without ever owning the results. These rental models isn't unique to the fitness industry. Think about how many products and services are designed to manage problems rather than solve them, because repeat customers are more profitable than one-time solutions. But what if instead of endlessly managing your weight, you could actually fix your body's natural weight regulation system, just like fixing the broken thermostat? Consider something you do effortlessly every moment of the day: breathing. When was the last time you needed an app to remind you to breathe? When did you last count your breaths or follow a breathing schedule? Never, because your body handles it automatically, perfectly, without any conscious thought. That's the level of effortless automation we help you achieve with your health habits. Your healthy choices becomes as natural and automatic as each breath you take. This is not just about losing weight or saving money. It's about something far more valuable: true independence, freedom from the endless cycle of dieting, freedom from the constant monitoring and tracking, freedom to live your life while your body maintains its health automatically. So ask yourself, why keep renting your health month after month, year after year, when you could own it for life? This is the fundamental transformation that traditional weight loss programs or drugs simply cannot deliver. Because the moment you truly own your health is the moment you no longer need those services or products. Let me share one final difference that makes our approach not just effective, but practically unstoppable. While traditional programs bombard you with radical changes, completely overhauling your diet while starting an intense exercise regime while tracking every calorie, we take a radically different path. We implement transformation the way your brain is naturally wired to accept it, one small manageable change at a time. Think of it like climbing a ladder to lasting health. You don't leap straight to the top. You take one secure step, establish your footing, and only then reach to the next step. Each small victory builds your confidence and momentum to the next step. This measured approach means you'll never face the overwhelming feeling that causes so many to give up on traditional programs. You won't wake up tomorrow having to revolutionize every aspect of your life. Instead, you'll make small strategic shifts that your brain can easily process and automate. The beauty of this approach? Well, while it might seem slower at first glance, it's actually the fastest path to permanent change because unlike the temporary results of crash programs that demand overnight transformation, each step you take with us becomes a permanent part of your new, healthier lifestyle. Now that you understand why traditional approaches so often fail, let me show you our simple four-step process through which we help people achieve results that are effortless to maintain and will fundamentally change their relationship with health and fitness forever. What you're about to discover is not just another set of rules to follow. It's a carefully crafted blueprint that turns everything you've just learned into practical, lasting change. Each step builds naturally on the one before it, creating a seamless journey that works with your body's natural wisdom, not against it. What makes our approach different is that we don't just tell you what to do. We show you exactly how to make these changes automatic and effortless. Where as we explore each step, you'll likely find yourself nodding along because these principles will resonate with what you intuitively know about your body and what it needs to thrive. Let me walk you through exactly how the body thermostat solution works and why each step is crucial for your success. This is not theory or wishful thinking. It's your practical roadmap to permanent transformation supported by both science and real world success. Now, knowledge alone does not create transformation. It's how you apply the knowledge that makes all the difference. Here's exactly how we'll work together to turn these powerful insights into your new automatic behaviors. First of all, each step comes with a comprehensive workbook that helps you understand not just what to do, but why you're doing it. When you grasp the science and reasoning behind each habit we develop together, motivation flows naturally. Through one on one coaching sessions, we'll adapt the workbook strategies to fit your unique lifestyle. No cookie cutter approaches, just personalized strategies that work for your life. We'll help you overcome obstacles and make the program complement your schedule, not fight against it. Unlike programs that overwhelm you with endless tracking, a specialized app focuses on one key action at a time. You track only until that action becomes automatic. Then we move forward. No permanent monitoring required. Your coach monitors your progress through the app, addressing potential challenges before they become obstacles. Need quick advice between sessions? No problem. Your coach is always just a message away 24/7. Now, some habits you might find very easy to develop, while others you might need more time. That's perfectly fine. We'll focus on making each change rock solid before moving forward. Success is measured by how well these habits stick, not how quickly you complete them. We'll work on each step until you're completely comfortable with what you've learned. Remember, we are not just teaching you what to do. We're walking beside you every step of the way, ensuring these changes become permanent parts of your lifestyle. Step one is called the mindset reset, your foundation for effortless success. Let me share a crucial truth that 90% of fitness programs ignore. Try to change your habits without first rewiring your mind is like pressing the brakes while keeping your foot on the gas. You'll burn out fighting yourself. Here's why this matters. Your thoughts drive every food choice, every response to stress, every decision about movement. If willpower and motivation were enough to change behaviors, you would have reached your goals already. Instead, we need to address something more fundamental, your mind's automatic responses to food, stress, and challenges. By resetting your mindset in this first step, you'll experience powerful transformations like cravings transform into natural feelings of control. Stress eating evolves into productive responses. Setbacks become stepping stones for growth. Emotional eating patterns shift into balanced choices. Through our proven system, most clients see significant changes within just 7 days. Natural resistance to old triggers develop. Stress management without turning to food emerges. Food cravings dramatically decrease. Confidence in handling challenges grow. Think of this as upgrading your body's internal operating system. Without this foundation, you waste energy fighting your own mind. With this foundation, every change becomes naturally easier. This isn't a theory. It's the exact system I use to break my own stress eating cycle and has transformed hundreds of busy people's relationships with food and fitness. While mastery develops over time, you'll gain enough proficiency in 7 days to experience immediate benefits that only grow stronger as we progress through this program. Step two is called fit without effort, where movement becomes automatic. With your upgraded mindset in place, in this step, we'll tackle the game changer that eludes most busy professionals, making fitness as automatic as breathing. Here's the revolutionary truth about exercise. Forget everything you've been taught about fitness. The goal it is not just burning calories. It's maintaining strong functional muscles, flexibility, cardiovascular health, and balance. But here's the key. You can achieve this without gym memberships, blocked out hours to work out, or stealing time from your family or career. This is where micro movements come in. Think about how automatic you brush your teeth or check your phone. Will make fitness just as reflexive through small strategic actions that flow seamlessly into your existing routine, take zero extra time from your day, build strength without building sweat, compound into remarkable transformations. Here's the implementation blueprint. We'll map out natural movement opportunities in your day. Install trigger points that activate automatic exercise responses. Build strength through simple, high impact movements. Make fitness invisible but transformative. Through this simple process, you'll develop functional strength, build fitness while building a career, and move with natural confidence, all without ever having to find time for exercise again. Unlike traditional programs that become harder to maintain, this approach actually gets easier with time as these movements become as automatic as brushing your teeth. But this is just one piece of your transformation. Once movement becomes reflexive, we'll tackle something even more fundamental, which is repairing your body's internal food regulation system, which we will tackle in step three. Step three is called repairing your body's internal food thermostat. Imagine your body becoming its own perfect calorie counter, just like when you were a baby. No measuring cups, no tracking apps, just natural, effortless portion control. In this step, we will repair your body's internal food regulation system through three strategic phases. Phase one, hormone recalibration. Think of this like rebooting your computer's operating system. Through strategic meal timing, will reset your hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin, to their factory settings. This isn't about restriction. It's about restoration of your body's natural rhythm. Phase two, genuine hunger recognition. You'll learn to distinguish between true hunger and what I like to call counterfeit hunger, those false signals that drive unnecessary eating. This isn't about willpower, it's about reconnecting with your body's built in wisdom. The result? Naturally eating less food without feeling deprived. Phase three, satiety mastery. Using our proven slow eating protocol, you rediscover your body's natural enough signals, like turning down the volume on a too loud speaker. You'll find yourself naturally satisfied with less food. And this is backed by decades of research on mindful eating. This step will help you end the tyranny of calorie counting forever. Make portion control as automatic as breathing. Free yourself from food obsession. Trust your body's signals implicitly. This isn't revolutionary, by the way. It's actually how humans ate for thousands of years before modern food environment disrupted our natural systems. Look at the world's healthiest population. This is exactly how they eat without thinking about it. We aim for 80% consistency because that's the what works in real life. This isn't about perfection. It's about becoming a natural eater who maintains results without constant vigilance. Once mastered, you will be able to navigate any situation with confidence. Step 4 is called healthy eating without thinking. With your internal thermostat now handling when and how much to eat, let's make the what to eat just as effortless. Think of it like upgrading your car's fuel quality. But instead of complete overhaul, we'll make micro adjustments that compound into powerful results. Here's the power of micro habits. Rather than overwhelming you with a complete diet makeover, we install one small upgrade at a time through this simple process. First, we'll map out your current food landscape. Most people rotate through the same 13 to 15 foods regularly. Together, we'll identify your least healthy regular choice and replace it with a healthier option you actually enjoy. We'll give you specific strategies to make this new choice become as automatic as brushing your teeth. Once this healthy choice feels natural and effortless, we'll move on to the next small improvement. This approach follows the 80-20 principle. Aim for 80% nutritious choices while keeping 20% flexible for life's pleasures. No good, bad food labels, no guilt, just strategic improvements that compound into lasting change. Your life after mastering these four steps will be a total transformation. Imagine waking up every day in a body that maintains that ideal weight automatically, just like it regulates your temperature without thought. But this is about far more than just looking good. The physical transformation will be a lean, strong body that maintains itself effortlessly, abundant, stable energy from morning to night, a powerhouse immune system. Personally, I have not gotten not even a cold for over 20 years. Natural cravings from foods that serve your body, restful sleep quick recovery, youthful vitality that makes you feel years younger. You will also have mental freedom. Imagine never again obsessing over calories or portions, fighting constant food cravings, feeling guilty about what you eat, worry about gaining weight, struggling with stress eating, being ruled by food decisions. And lastly is the lifestyle revolution. Navigate any social situation with ease, from business dinners to family celebrations. Make healthy choices automatically without mental debate. Enjoy food fully without guilt or anxiety. Have more mental energy for what truly matters in your life. Feel confident and in control around any type of food. Experience peace of mind that comes with knowing your health is an autopilot. This isn't about reaching a destination. It's about upgrading your body's operating system for life. Each step builds upon the last, creating a foundation for lasting health that's as natural as breathing. Remember, This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. As each new habit that becomes automatic, you'll find yourself living the healthy life you always wanted, not through force or restriction, but through natural, effortless choices that compound into remarkable results. This is the transformation I've lived for over 2 decades, and it's the same transformation I've guided hundreds of others through. Are you ready to experience it for yourself? If you're ready to break free from the endless cycle of dieting and discover a fundamentally different approach, one that works in harmony with your body's natural wisdom instead of fighting against it, I invite you to take the first step towards lasting transformation. Click below to schedule a free discovery session at our Danbury facility. In this personal conversation, I share how we can help you restore your body's internal thermostat, the same natural regulation system I've witnessed in action growing up in Greece, where being lean and healthy wasn't a constant battle, but simply a way of life. Together, we'll explore how you can transform your relationship with health from one of constant struggle to effortless living. Imagine having a lean body that maintains itself as natural as breathing. No counting, no tracking, no endless monitoring required. This isn't just another weight loss program. This is your opportunity to finally own your health, not rent it. Take the first step towards true transformation. Schedule your free discovery session now. Let me be completely transparent with you. This discovery session is not about selling you another program. You've probably had enough of those promises already. This conversation is about one thing: determining if our approach is genuinely right for you. Every person's journey is unique, and while our method has transformed many lives, it may not be the perfect fit for everyone. That's why if I don't believe we can help you achieve the lasting results that you deserve, I tell you so directly. I've seen too many people bounce from program to program, each failure chipping away at their confidence. I refuse to add to that cycle. Your long term success matters far more to me than filling another spot in my program. Take a moment to reflect. How many years have you spent fighting against your body, trying to force it into submission through sheer willpower and in restrictive diets? What if there was a gentler path, one that works in harmony with your body's natural wisdom instead of waging war against it? Here's what 3 decades of experience has shown me with absolute certainty: the ability to be naturally lean and healthy. It is not some complex new skill you need to master. It's already encoded in your DNA, just as it is in every natural lean person. Your body already knows exactly how to maintain perfect health, just like it knows how to maintain the perfect temperature, regulate your heartbeat, and heal a wound. This innate wisdom hasn't been lost. It's simply waiting to be reawakened. Like a thermostat that needs recalibration, your body's natural regulation system it's ready to be restored to its proper function. All it needs is the right guidance to remember what it has known all along. Take a simple first step that could change everything. Join me for a free discovery session at our Danbury facility where I'll share exactly how we can help you restore your body's natural weight regulation system, just like fixing a broken thermostat, transform healthy choices from constant struggle into automatic habits, finally break free from the exhausting cycle of dieting and deprivation, create lasting health that runs on autopilot just like it does for naturally lean people. Your body already knows how to be naturally lean and healthy. Let's work together to reawaken this innate wisdom and transform your relationship with health forever. Schedule your free discovery session below, not to begin another diet, but to end the need for dieting altogether. Thank you for watching. I look forward to exploring whether we can help you achieve the lasting transformation that you deserve.